Let's go over today's trade. Super good day today. I made 9k, or 3%, which is great. I'll go through over my balance, but we'll just go ahead and start the day. So there was no predetermined bias. But I was very interested this morning here around this 1 hour fair value gap. Same on ES. I was basically waiting to see if we would inverse it. And obviously, we had this accumulation here, which it was a shame because this was like textbook accumulation, manipulation, distribution, AMD. Now, the way I looked at it here, the accumulation, the manipulation up, fill in the gap. Well, we actually topped the gap here. ES, when manipulating, did fill the gap more, took out some of the local 1 hour highs. So yeah, I this was during London though, so it was just unfortunate. Like look, late London session. So yeah, the London highs got took out. Oh no, this was actually pre-market. The start of pre-market there. I keep forgetting. So yeah, 12 o'clock pre-market swept up, and then we came down. So realistically, a V-shaped recovery model would have looked like this. Um, it would have been this one here, and would have done like a 30-point stop. And you would mainly target the lows, say London lows, Asia lows, which are 1 to 3, and that's with a safe stop as well. As you can see, it came further down and further down and further down. Now, obviously, we trade New York sessions, so market opens here, and I did wait, no, that's wrong. 130. I keep forgetting the time changeover. So yeah, we ended up distributing down. Now I was being super careful because if you look here, we have this 1 hour gap, but we didn't have a 4 hour gap. If you can see, no 4 hour gap, so there was nothing we were respecting. Well, we inversed this little 4 hour, then we also inversed back down, so I was leaning bearish, and then since we changed of character to the downside on the 1 hour, and then yeah, I was looking for trade entries then by that point. I did this live test after market open, I don't know how long. So about an hour into market open. But we had this resweep V-shaped recovery, waited for the inverse, enter. I just targeted the start of this 50-minute fair value gap because this was my main area of interest. Where are we? This 15-minute here first present, well, not first presented, but it was market opens. So I was going to look for action, but that would be the main first target. But it came up and hit like a 1 to 2.5. So good live test. And then where do we go? So yeah, decent live test. I mean, it's only like a 1 to 1 risk reward, but it would have gone further anyway. But I didn't take it just for the purpose. I didn't like this. Um, anyway, what I did like was when we came up here, we started accumulating on the 1 minute, on the 3 minute, and the bit of the 5 minute. So I was basically looking for a resweep of this area because look, this was too risky to start looking at. I mean, initially, if we had just had this dive down and inverse, um, if we had come down and inverse this that I'm about to mark out, this one, because we just didn't inverse it, but it also wasn't the greatest recovery. It wasn't a V shape, true V shape. I would have entered that on the 1 minute, but it didn't happen. So I waited, started accumulating. We built up some low resistance liquidity, relative equal lows, and I just thought this is going to resweep. And on top of that, we ended up hate these charts sometimes. Um, wait, let me get rid of that. So basically, yeah, we respected this. So we made a new 1 hour gap. And what did we do? Literally there you go. So the hourly got farmed around here. We came up, we tagged it, reswept this high. I believe ES made relative equals. Or maybe not. Maybe it did retag the high. Oh, oh, it did. Yeah, so ES failed to take the high, so we had a tiny SMT. And then we started recovering down, so I used the 3 minute for today. I didn't like the 1 minute, so I just changed to the 3 minute. And look at this V-shaped recovery out of that. On the inverse, I was layering in my entries basically, but the true entry ended up didn't being until down here because it's never going to be a perfect entry. I did a safe stop just above the liquidity, which was only 27 point start, which was absolutely fine. Now, technically speaking, I target these lows, but I only needed this to basically take the max profit I can for the day, so only slightly shorter. And yeah, we just went and hit it. I'd basically not given up, but like I just didn't care at the point because we did move down quite drastically here, and then we started reversing. But I just thought healthy retrace, but at the same time we were reacting out of that we had a 15-minute gap here, this 15-minute gap. So I was like, it could react, but again, I think reaction zones, not reversal zones. Plus, we're respecting this 1 hour gap, two 1 hour gaps actually, because we respected the first one during pre-market, and then this second one. So where we just tagged it. So yeah, entered. I was in the trade for 15, 20 minutes, and it came right down to my. I'm not joking. So it actually my start. Sorry, my take profit was literally on the just there you go. It was literally on the where that wicked, and it didn't end up taking the profit on the top step for some reason. Which it then started like it did this little reverse. I was just watching it because look at this now. So it tagged my take profit, and then it reversed all the way to my break even. Now that could have easily have stopped me. I mean, I did trail my stop loss in profit for a 1% gain at least. But yeah, that would have tagged my stop loss, and then look, it distributed even more. It was a huge move though. Look, because on the 1 minute, this was a big move down. But look, in the matter of 2 minutes, it moved 80 points. So when it took 15 minutes to do that. So yeah, that was the trade today. A winning live test, a winning trade. That was 3% made on both accounts. So let's have a look at the accounts. So um, this is my first account, even though it's the follower account. This is technically my main account. Um, yeah, I'm 1%. I'm 1%. I'm one trade off passing, and that's only 2.5k. So just shy of 2%, probably like 1.7% to pass, which is great for next Tuesday. I can probably actually look at news and see what news is on next week. Monday, I could technically trade Monday because we have some news, but I probably won't. Um, I'm not a fan of these tentative because of the government shutdown. But great trading day on Wednesday, and same with Thursday. Next week looks good. Um, so yeah, market doing right now. So yeah, um, I'm so close to passing. If I hadn't just if I hadn't traded so stupidly last Friday, I literally would have passed by now. So I've got to really stick to this here. One trade off passing, and I'll be two trades off passing this one because I can only make 4,500 maximum. So that's like um yeah, I'll be less than 1% from passing once it want to get my next winning trade off this. So yeah, we're super close to passing. We're doing way better than we were a couple months ago, and yeah, super good day. But yeah, look at it. You can even see here this 5 minute accumulation, just minute manipulation, distribution, targeting these lows. I don't know what lows these were for. Was it news or something? Um, but yeah, that's about it. There's nothing much more to. There we go. Oh, that was yesterday. That was the loss I took yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, look at that, bro. Just a shame. Why did I take that? I mean, look, this one would have got stopped at break even, but oh, that's why. Because I think that was no. This was a continuation short. Um, this which I closed early. I actually closed it when it was like here. I think. Um, this one I took on ES instead, and if we still have it on here, should I stop? No, really, don't have it. Well, I took ES. It's on my yesterday's video where I took the ES trade instead of NQ, and ES didn't move. So lesson learned: don't trade ES ever again. But yeah, that's it. There's not much more else to say. We won. That's it. That's all that matters. I mean, on a day like today, if I mean, I would have got stopped anyway. Um, either at break even or a trailed stop loss. So what I probably, I mean, to be fair, I probably would have taken profits much sooner. I probably would have taken like half out here, set to break even. But if let the rest run, make a lot more. So yeah, this is why I let trades run. Even just small runners can significantly add. But yeah, that's it. That's how I made 3% today, and we're so close to passing now. So let's hope we can do that next week.